There are places where rain is part of the routine, and no one gives much importance to the water falling from the sky. But some rains in the world are anything but conventional, and when they happen, they create stories that span generations. One such place is Yoro, a town in Honduras that features a unique phenomenon, the mysterious rain of fish. But what really happens in Yoro? Do fish actually fall from the sky, or is it just a good story to grab attention? Stay tuned, because we are going to take you on a journey to discover everything about this enigma. 1. Location and geographic information. Honduras may seem modest on the map, but it boasts incredible natural and historical richness. Located in the heart of Central America, it is surrounded by El Salvador, Guatemala, and Nicaragua, with the Caribbean Sea to the north and the Pacific Ocean to the south. This strategic position is not just geographic. It connects cultures, economies, and histories throughout the Americas. The country spans over 112,000 square kilometers and is impressively diverse. Towering mountains dominate much of the interior, contrasting with dense forests and fertile valleys that support local agriculture. In the north, the proximity to the Caribbean not only defines landscapes but also shapes the climate and biodiversity, while the southern coast hides gems like the Gulf of Fonseca. Speaking of nature, we must highlight the Mesoamerican Barrier Reef System, which stretches across much of the Caribbean coast. It is the second largest coral reef in the world and a true paradise for divers, with crystal-clear waters revealing a fascinating underwater universe. Regarding the climate, the country is unmatched in its diversity. The coastal region, influenced by the Caribbean, is warm and humid almost year-round, while the mountainous interior offers milder temperatures. Between May and November, the rainy season transforms landscapes and brings a different atmosphere, while the dry months from December to April are ideal for exploring beaches and hiking trails. With such a variety of landscapes and climates, this country is much more than just a point on the map, and its history is as rich as its geography. 2. History. The history of Honduras is full of twists, marked by conquest, exploitation, and a constant struggle for independence. Long before colonizers set foot here, the land was already home to one of the most advanced civilizations in the Americas, the Maya. Copan, one of their most important centers, was a true example of greatness with its imposing temples and sculptures. But, as with many histories, this began to change in the 10th century. The arrival of the Spanish, led by Hernán Cortés and his forces, turned the page of local history. The territory was transformed into a colony, and its riches, especially gold and silver, were drained to Europe. The ones who paid the price were the indigenous people and Africans brought by force and subjected to centuries of inhumane labor. Independence came in 1821, but as many can imagine, freedom did not bring immediate stability. Coup d'etat and political disputes followed, and in this atmosphere, a new type of conqueror emerged: the banana companies. 3. The Banana Republic. At the end of the 19th century, big names like the United Fruit Company and the Standard Fruit Company arrived in the country with promises of progress and development. However, what they did was turn fertile lands into private empires. They bought properties for ridiculously low prices, built railroads, controlled ports, and, most alarmingly, began manipulating entire governments. Politicians were often just pawns for these corporations. There were coups funded, and leaders were chosen as long as they favored corporate interests. Thus, the term Banana Republic was born, symbolizing economic dependence and political submission to foreign interests. While executives from these companies filled their pockets with profits, local workers faced a very different reality: low wages, grueling hours, and inhumane working conditions. The concentration of land worsened inequality, leaving deep scars in society. Today, things have changed, but the scars remain. Agriculture remains a pillar of the economy, along with the textile industry and remittances from workers abroad. Education has improved literacy rates, but challenges remain, particularly in rural areas where infrastructure is precarious. Interestingly, in Honduras, education is not mandatory for youth over the age of 14. This forces many children to drop out of school to help with household expenses. Still, the country moves forward, trying to reinvent itself while carrying the lessons of its past. 4. Top destinations. As Copan has already been mentioned, we cannot overlook this fascinating place. Known as the Athens of the Maya world, this ancient city is an archaeological treasure. What makes it special? Its detailed sculptures, majestic temples, and famous stelae that narrate the stories of Mayan rulers. Walking through its ruins feels like traveling through time and immersing yourself in one of the most incredible chapters of pre-Columbian history. The country is not just about the past. If you enjoy paradisiacal beaches, you must visit the Bay Islands, Roatan, Utila, and Guanaja. These islands offer crystal-clear waters, coral reefs, and an irresistible Caribbean atmosphere. If beaches are not your thing and you prefer mountainous landscapes, the interior is equally impressive. The La Tegra region, for example, features a national park filled with dense forests, trails, and waterfalls, perfect for those seeking peace and fresh air. And don't miss Honduran cuisine, a delicious blend of indigenous, African, and Spanish traditions. Start your day with a baleada, a wheat tortilla stuffed with refried beans, cheese, and cream. For lunch or dinner, try the plato típico, a hearty combination of grilled meat, rice, beans, fried plantains, and tortillas. Near the coast, savor sopa de caracol, a creamy seafood soup with coconut milk and plantains. 5. Yoro, City of Miracles. Yoro is a place that combines natural charm and mystery. Surrounded by green hills and fertile valleys, this region is famous for its agricultural diversity, from cocoa to coffee. However, what truly puts Yoro on the map and captivates the world's imagination is something entirely different, a phenomenon so unique it seems straight out of a movie. Here, once or twice a year, fish literally fall from the sky. During intense storms with strong winds and thunder, dozens or even hundreds of fish appear on the ground as if thrown directly from the clouds. 6. Why does it happen? There are several hypotheses, but no definitive answer. Some experts suggest the event is linked to waterspouts, which can suck fish from bodies of water and deposit them far away. However, Yoro is about 73 kilometers from the coast, making this explanation less likely. Another theory, proposed by National Geographic in the 1970s, suggests that the fish emerge from underground streams during heavy rains. 7. The Legend of the Rain. According to local legend, the phenomenon began in the 19th century when Father Manuel de Jesus Subirana prayed for 3 days and nights to help starving villagers. Miraculously, fish rained from the sky, feeding the people and bringing relief. 8. Economic opportunity. Today, the fish rain is not just a mystery or tradition. It's also an opportunity. Families collect the fish, which are processed and sold to restaurants and markets, generating much-needed income for the region. Who would have thought that something as surreal as fish falling from the sky could transform so many lives? Now we want to know your opinion. What stood out to you the most? The miracle of the legend, the scientific mystery, or how the event is improving the lives of the locals? Share your thoughts in the comments and join us for more fascinating journeys around our beautiful world. Thank you for watching, and see you in the next episode of this extraordinary journey.